Zane Redfern, home decorating enthusiast and creator of At Home with Zane. So welcome back to my channel. Today is a topic video, and this topic actually comes from a lot of you. I have had several people over the course of the last year and a half, and oddly, very recently, ask if I am in some form of communication, if I am a journalist or a news reporter, or if I do public speaking for a living. And the answer to that is no. And I've also had people who have asked me several times about starting a YouTube channel and the frightening feeling of getting in front of the camera and having to speak. So I wanted to touch on that a little bit today because it's something that's come up recently, and it's something that has come up over the past year. And so I wanted to reach out and give you a little bit of feedback as to where I come from and as far as my background goes with the ability to communicate, and why it's easier, I think, for some people than it is for others. So to start with, I am by nature not a shy person. So I think that that has really helped in being able to get in front of the camera and go public, so to speak, on YouTube and reach out to so many different people. And you really make yourself vulnerable. You have to be able to accept vulnerability in order to create a YouTube channel or get in front of a public forum and speak. It's something that absolutely puts you in a vulnerable state. So when I decided to start my YouTube channel, I was never afraid of getting behind the camera and talking and reaching out to people. I never really honestly felt nervous about that. And I've had so many people who have emailed or messaged and said, I'd love to start a YouTube channel, but I'm just really so afraid of getting in front of the camera, and I'm so afraid of getting out there and looking nervous or feeling shy, etc. Well, that is certainly a valid concern. And if you are someone by nature who is generally shy, one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to find it's very, very easy to get behind the camera and talk because you're not having to do it in person, or you're going to get out here and realize that you feel extremely nervous and extremely vulnerable. Well, just know that most people do. Most people that are going to have to get up in front of a large group of people, and certainly when you're on YouTube, even though you're behind the camera, you are in front of hundreds of thousands of people. And that definitely makes you feel a little bit nervous, even if you are someone who is used to public speaking. But for me, it was very easy. I took to it right away. But I have also done a lot of public speaking in my career. So I think that's really helped me in being able to, get on here and do what I do. But my advice to anyone who is looking to start a YouTube channel and you're concerned about, getting on here live and how you will feel, one of the suggestions I would have is to just simply sit down and record yourself. Sit down and record yourself. Do a video for no one but yourself. See how you sound. See how you feel. See what your appearance is. See if you exude confidence. See if you appear to be nervous. There's so many different things that you can do that can kind of help you along the way if you take those steps to just put it out there and sort of give yourself a test run, so to speak. I think that would be first off, one of my very big first suggestions is to just get out there and record yourself and see how you sound and see if it's something that you feel comfortable with. Once you set up your camera and you're sitting behind there, and the thing about YouTube and the difference between public speaking and speaking to a camera is that you can actually see yourself. So for me, I think that's a little bit more intimidating, really, because when you're speaking to a crowd, you don't see what you look like. You don't see the expressions that you're making. You don't see the way that you're delivering your message. When you are on camera and you're looking directly at the camera and you can see yourself, for me, I think that was a little bit a little bit different for me, because before I did my YouTube channel, I never really sat down and recorded myself, and certainly didn't record myself to where I was looking at myself in a camera. So definitely, absolutely, you should record yourself in a video form so that you can see what you look like. If you feel like you feel a confidence there, or if you feel like you're lacking it, take that test run and see how you feel. And if you feel like it's something that you want to give it a shot, I absolutely encourage you to do that. You have nothing to lose by putting yourself out there. Every day we put ourselves in a vulnerable state, no matter what. The minute you wake up and put your feet on the floor and you head out the door, you're putting yourself in a state of vulnerability. And so I think it's really important to know what your vulnerability, strengths, and weaknesses are. So for those of you who have asked over the years, this was sort of a video to answer the question of, I am not in journalism. I have done a lot of public speaking. I am extremely comfortable talking to perfect strangers. I am comfortable talking to people that I know. I'm comfortable getting on here and talking on camera. I certainly had to feel comfortable enough to do a Home Shopping Network video and send that off. You want to talk about feeling vulnerable. So don't let the feeling of being scared prevent you from taking the chance at doing a YouTube channel. Give it a shot and see how it goes. And so all of you who have commented over the years about communication, and a lot of you who have said, I would love to be able to do videos, but I don't think that I could do videos in a format where I want to show myself. And that's another part of this topic conversation. So when you are conducting a video and you're sitting here as I am right now, and you're letting the world see who you are, not everyone feels comfortable with that. And so oftentimes people will conduct a video and you'll never ever physically see them. And I've read comments many times over the years where people will criticize those individuals for not ever showing their face. And, it really is a personal preference. As long as the content is good, as long as what they feel they're putting out there is film worthy, people are going to enjoy it whether they actually get to physically see you or not. Now, do I think that there's a more intimate relationship whenever you are looking at someone and you have the opportunity to sort of put a face with the voice? Absolutely. There is a more intimate relationship there. But for those of you who do your YouTube videos and you choose not to get out there and show your stuff, that's perfectly fine too. So you may be a person who wants to start a YouTube channel, but you've decided that you're not going to show yourself. You feel much more confident showing your content. You feel much more confident in showing what you can do without having to show who you are. And that is perfectly fine. I think that if that's the type of video style that you want to do, I say absolutely take a chance at doing it. So if you're interested in starting your own YouTube channel, or you're interested in learning more about public speaking, there are certainly a lot of videos out there that are tutorials that give you good examples of how you can build self-confidence and things like that. But this video is really meant for those of you who have reached out and expressed an interest in starting a channel, but also felt a little bit of a scarcity in being able to do so because you were really not sure how to start. You weren't sure exactly what measures you could take to sort of test yourself out before getting out there and producing your first video. And so hopefully some of these tips and suggestions you'll take to heart and give it a shot, because certainly here on YouTube there are so many wonderful YouTube creators, but there's always room for so many more. So thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel. My social media links are in my video description, my Instagram, my Facebook. I share a lot of content over there as well. So thank you all so much, and we'll look for you the next time.